with this video, this live stream. So, as we've been seeing on YouTube, some of us are probably on group pages for this game. I know I am. As you see in the title here, it says NASCAR Heat 5 update with an exclamation point and a question mark. Here's my thing I want to get out there first, and I'm not gonna get all excited, because it's a little over 2:30 in the morning where I live, so that's an off-topic thing. But ladies and gentlemen, I've been seeing videos that there's going to be an update to this game. If there is an update, I'm being told by a friend of mine that the update's only going to be for the Cup drivers. Now, I understand that they're going to do an update for the Cup drivers, but what I'm also seeing and being told as well is that the game is going to be completely updated, which is all the series are going to be updated, which is going to be the trucks, the Cup, Xfinity, and drivers are going to be changed. Like, for an example, Hailie Deegan is a full-time driver in the Cup Series the last 2 seasons. She's part of an update when the game came out. So, do they scratch her from the update version of when the game was coming out, or do they keep her there and just change her number? Personally, I would think that they would just put her into the game realistically, and then just add Kyle Larson and I believe Alex Bowman to the Truck Series side of things as a DLC type of update. As for Xfinity, Chase Briscoe would now go into the 14 car in Cup. Riley Herbst would go to the 98 car. Ty Gibbs would come in and take that 18 machine for Joe Gibbs Racing in the Xfinity. They would have to change the color of the Xfinity as well, which would be red to purple, I believe. So that would be another thing that I wouldn't mind seeing. In the Cup side of things, it would be fun to use the next-gen cars on NASCAR Heat 5. The game has been out for a couple of years, but yes, ladies and gentlemen, I would love to see a complete overhaul of this game where you have the next-gen drivers, you have Bristol Dirt for Cup, but you also have Bristol Dirt for Cup, and you have Knoxville for trucks and Cup. Excuse me. Let me say that again. You have Bristol Dirt for Cup, Bristol Dirt for trucks, and Knoxville for trucks. But here's the question for the trucks. If they did a complete update to this game completely, with the new World of Outlaw game coming out, and them putting real-life tracks on that new game, and I'm sure we're all excited for that new game to come out, no matter what console you have, would they be able to do a full, complete overhaul of this game and add Knoxville to the trucks on this game? That's another question for my viewers. That's another question for my subscribers. That it would be interesting to see how that would work. Another thing is, since I believe they do it in Knoxville and I believe they do it for the trucks in Bristol, and correct me if I'm wrong, ladies and gentlemen, don't they do heats for trucks and at Bristol Dirt and at Knoxville? I want to say they do, but I'm not quite sure. I want to say yes. So if that was the case, you would have to add practice, qualify, heats, and then the race, kind of like what it looks like on All-American Racing and on SRX, the game, and on the new game, except without the qualify dash. So that would be another thing that would intrigue me. But here's why I want to see a complete NASCAR Heat 5 update. NASCAR 21, and we all can agree on that, it was a total waste of money. It was a total dumpster fire. I don't care what anybody says, it was a dumpster fire. We should all get refunded for that game. I have a couple of friends that are saying the same thing. No judgment to PlayStation. PlayStation, I love you guys. I'm not judging you guys at all. I'm judging the people that made that game. And the only reason why I am saying this is because everybody knows it was a dumpster fire. Completely should be refunded. The people that created the game should give us our money back. Not the systems. Not the game that's on the consoles or the PC. Saying that from the game point of view. Another thing I'm also been seeing is that they're also going to do an update for NASCAR 21. However, when that game should have came out, it should have kind of looked like this, where when you clicked on options, it looked like this. You had your gameplay settings, you had your all modes, you had your quick race settings. They added a championship mode to it. They added, and on the driver side of things, they should have gave you what it should have looked like. The present driving aids that you could have. Going into the player controls, it should look like this on the player controls. Everything on NASCAR 21, it should have looked like that, and the options. They should have definitely added a championship mode to that new game. Challenges should have been added into that new game. As for my cars, the paint booth should have definitely looked a whole lot different. And personally, in my opinion, that new game should have added the trucks and the Xfinity to that new game. So what I'm saying is that's kind of why I want to see a complete update of NASCAR Heat 5. Because that way we can all get the enjoyment of this game. As for the rest of it, and I'm going to say this one more time so nobody reports me, I am not blaming PlayStation for that game. I am not blaming anybody else for that game except the people that made that game. Whoever the people were that made NASCAR 21 Ignition should have never have made that game. I think they rushed it. They definitely should have put in more options into the game. No matter what this update is going to do to that game, I don't think that game's going to do a whole lot because of that particular reason. And I think that we should get refunded from the people that made that game. Granted, a lot of people have messaged PlayStation and Xbox to get the refunds back. But it should be the game that should be reach an agreement with the consoles itself and say, hey, we feel bad for the people that bought this game from you guys. We're going to refund it from them. That way, they're not losing out. That's the end of the story there. I'm going to apologize for the misleading of the judgment. So, PlayStation, if you're hearing this, it's not about you. It's about the people that made that game. That is how it looks from my point of view and an opinion on that. And as we all know, I do have the right to say what I want, and I'm not saying anything bad. I'm not, cussing to make it look, worse, because I'm sure a lot of people have cussed at playing that game. So I'm gonna leave that to other people that stream. My channel is for kids. So that is what this stream is about, ladies and gentlemen, is I personally would like to see a complete update of NASCAR Heat 5. I love this game. I love NASCAR. And PlayStation, keep on rocking. I really hope to see a new IndyCar game, because I love Formula 1. So just to see a new IndyCar game so I could pre-order it would be awesome, because I would love to do a Jimmy Johnson series in IndyCar for my YouTube channel, since I'm doing Formula 1 drivers. I'm excited for the new World of Outlaw game. And by the way, for everybody to know, I love PlayStation. Alright, PlayStation has been my favorite console since I was a kid. I had a PlayStation 1 from the time I was 5 years old. I had a PlayStation 2. I had a PlayStation 3. And now I have a PlayStation 4. I yet to have a PlayStation 5. I might get one. But I love my PlayStation 4. So, PlayStation, keep on doing the good work. I love it. As for this game, the people that made this game, please just do a complete overhaul of this game. Just do a whole update. It would be cool. I think everybody would enjoy it. It would be the best thing to ever see from this game coming out 2 years ago, to see Bristol Dirt for the truck and for the Cup. To use the next gen car on NASCAR Heat 5. To use the new trucks on the truck series, to doing a series with Ty Gibbs, or doing a series with Riley Herbst in Xfinity, would be awesome for my channel. I'm not trying to get my name out there, ladies and gentlemen. I would just like to do different series with new drivers, like Ty Gibbs, like Riley Herbst, like Chase Briscoe in Cup, with, and then in Xfinity, and I mean in truck. I'm sorry, I apologize. And in truck, do Haley Deegan, with now her being a full-time driver, with my favorite driver, which is Stuart Friesen, with Ben Rhodes in a Toyota, with race with Sheldon Creed now on Xfinity. I would be excited just to do that. I'd be excited to use my favorite Cup driver with the next gen cars on this game, Chase Elliott, and redo the series that I have going on this game, but now with Bristol Dirt and Nashville on this game, and now Road to America being part of the game, and Mid-Ohio being part of the Cup Series. It would be fun to see that. Another thing, and I think it would be cool to see this, because we got the option to do it anyways when the game came out. Continue doing custom championship seasons. That would be fun. I would love to do a custom season where I can just put Bristol Dirt in the playoffs. The only thing that should be scratched from this game is the late models, because now, ladies and gentlemen, everybody's going to want to race the late models on the new game. Yes, I know there's still a lot of people that run their late models on this game, but with that new game coming out, you're getting 2 late model series on that game. You're also going to be able to race with real life drivers on the World of Outlaw game. And I'm excited for that game, just as I'm excited to hear about this update for NASCAR Heat 5. So, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm saying is I can't wait. It's an overhaul of NASCAR Heat 5. I am deeply... I am sorry that people bought the NASCAR 21 game, knowing that it was a dumpster fire. There's a lot of people that are saying that. I want to apologize for me saying that on my stream, but yes, the opinions are out there that it was definitely not a good game to be made. So yes. As for the rest of this, I'm going to close it out with this because I got a few more streams to bring up. As for the rest of this, ladies and gentlemen, before even this comes out, I am most likely going to hold off on Chase Elliott, because I'm only on race 7 with him, I believe. Yeah, so race 7 with Chase Elliott. So I'm thinking about deleting that series, and I'll keep the videos up on my channel so you guys can check them out. Because, like I said, if it is true, and I hope it is, that they're going to do a complete update for NASCAR Heat 5, I'm just going to restart the season with Chase. It will be the same way with Stuart Friesen. So, like I said, so it's basically what this looks like right now, is these are the drivers that you're seeing. So that's it for now, guys. That's all I'm going to show you. That's all I wanted to talk to you about. So, like I said, and before, I'm not bashing the systems, the companies of the systems. I don't even want to bash the people that made NASCAR 21. Like I said, PlayStation, I've been a big fan of yours forever. And I love what you guys are doing. So, 5 stars to you guys. And I'm excited for new games that I'm hearing that are going to be coming out on PlayStation. So, please keep up the great work. I love it. As for the people that created NASCAR 21, I'm not bashing you guys. I just think that the game should have been better. I think that you should have done the options like NASCAR Heat 5 looks, where you could be able to drive the cars. Definitely a championship mode. The paint booth should have been 10 times better. The trucks in the Xfinity Series should have been added into the game. The playoff format should have been added in as soon as you made the game. That's just my opinions on you guys when you made that game. But that's it for now, guys. I'll catch you next time. I'm going to hop over to another game, and I'm going to stream a couple of more things, and then that's it. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. I'll catch you in the next stream. Peace out.